I'm Joyce.
Standing on the balcony of my penthouse, sipping wine and watching the city lights, I recall the storm that once raged in my life. It all started with a betrayal that shattered my world. I grew up in a middle-class family in Seattle. My parents were hard-working and honest people. My father was a mechanic, always strict but fair, while my mother was a schoolteacher, gentle and kind-hearted. They taught me the values of integrity and hard work. I met Leo at a business networking event in 2010. I was 25, just starting my career in finance, and he was 27, an ambitious up-and-comer in the tech industry. His charm and confidence were irresistible. We started dating, and soon our relationship blossomed. After 4 years of dating, we got married in a beautiful seaside ceremony. In the early years of our marriage, life was a dream. Leo started his own tech startup, and I climbed the corporate ladder in a financial consulting firm. We supported each other, and our families adored us. By 2022, after 8 years of marriage, we had bought our dream house in the suburbs. Leo's company was on the verge of going public, and I was on track for a major promotion. We planned to start a family soon, but then cracks began to appear. Leo started coming home late, citing business meetings and networking events. He'd bring me gifts, but the words, "I'm sorry for being busy. I love you," no longer melted my heart. I tried to push away my doubts, but the unease grew. One fateful night, when Leo said he had a late meeting, I found his phone on the table. A message popped up from Lily, a 22-year-old intern who had joined his company 3 months ago. "I missed you so much, counting the hours until tonight." My world stopped. I opened the other conversations and read their promises and expressions of love. Our home, once filled with laughter, now seemed like a tomb. I realized Leo had betrayed not just me physically, but every memory and promise we had shared. I vowed to make them pay. I started observing Leo with cold precision. I noticed his extra attention to his appearance, secretive smiles at his phone, and the way he dodged my questions. One evening, while he was in the shower, I opened his laptop. The password was still our anniversary date. In the hidden photo album, I found photos of them at fancy restaurants, on beach trips, and at an amusement park, places he had once promised to take me. I created a fake Instagram account and started following Lily. Her public posts were full of hints about their secret relationship. I documented everything. One day, I tailed Leo and saw him with Lily at a romantic Italian restaurant, looking like the perfect couple. That's when I decided to fight back. I began to build a financial trap. I transferred parts of our joint assets into my sole-owned investments, masked as high-risk ventures. I spread rumors about his company's financial instability among his partners and investors. I also hired a private investigation team to gather solid evidence. 3 months later, the rumors took their toll. Major investors pulled out, contracts were postponed, and the board started to question Leo. 1 week after his birthday, I sent the evidence to his largest shareholders. The next day, he was summoned to an emergency board meeting. He came home pale and shaken. A month later, Leo was suspended from his executive role. The company's stock plummeted, and all his hard work over the past 8 years crumbled. I didn't stop there. I sent the evidence to the university where Lily was studying for her master's degree. Her scholarship was revoked, and she was suspended. I also spread the news in her hometown, where her parents were respected local doctors. Their reputation was ruined, and they faced a lot of pressure. Lily sent me a hate-filled email, but I replied with, "You brought this on yourself." As Leo's life fell apart, he was diagnosed with late-stage stomach cancer. He had canceled his health insurance to save money after moving in with Lily. He had to sell all his possessions, but it was not enough to cover his medical bills. Lily left him, and he died alone in a cold hospital, attended only by a kind nurse. After his death, Lily faced a harsh reality. She couldn't find a job because of her tainted record. She had to move to a small, run-down apartment on the outskirts of the city. She lost all the glamour and was left with a bleak future. I left Seattle and moved to Portland. I invested in a small startup in financial consulting. With my experience, I became one of the major shareholders within a year. I reclaimed my maiden name, and my name started to appear in local business magazines. I met Ryan at a financial conference. He was quiet, kind, and genuine. Our relationship grew slowly and steadily. One winter afternoon, he proposed to me. He said, "I can't promise you a perfect life, but I promise every day I'll choose to love you all over again." I said yes, without hesitation. Now, sitting in my backyard, watching Ryan and our puppy play, I know that the pain I endured was a necessary part of my journey. It made me stronger and helped me find my true self. I no longer harbor resentment. Instead, I'm grateful for the lessons learned and the new life I've built.